Hello everybody, welcome back to Victoria 3 as Portugal. Let us continue on where we last left off. So we're trying to give women rights, and we're trying not to have the economy completely shatter. And I think we're at 44% property to women. After this though, after we give women even the slightest bits of rights, we need to do something that'll make the landowners happy. Because right now, so the Progress Party is like no percent of the vote. We probably should kick them out of government. Why is kicking they got 20% of the vote? Why do we get a bigger legitimacy boost by kicking them out compared to the Progress Party, which very certainly lost the election? Well, what are you? The intelligentsia? You're loyal towards us, which is nice. I mean, what I want to do is get rid of you. I can kick out the party that gets 75% of the votes and have only a negative 5% legitimacy penalty. That doesn't seem right, but no, they absolutely refuse to have the rural folk in here whatsoever. We could kick you out. You know what? Don't even change government. We don't need the government doesn't need to change right now. They should be okay. To protect the trade routes, small arms. Okay, we can probably cancel you with Prussia because we accidentally built a second rifle factory, which is not my intention, but it's where we ended up. So, price of rifles should be pretty cheap. We need to build more barracks in the country. Because right now, we have like 20 divisions in Portugal, which is very small. Devout scandal. It's been revealed that the leader of the Catholic Church having a secret affair with a member of the clergy. So you're a jingoist. Portuguese. People hate you. You're an opium addict, you're a bandit, you're a hedonist. We'll force you to step down. You're negative 18. Who's in charge now? You're moderate. You have no opinion on anything. Okay, well hopefully then you won't be mad about women's rights. Okay, so Britain's starting to colonize down in Kenya. 266 days on you. So you've almost, I think, colonized our first province into both these areas, which is nice. How long until you're done? You'll be done in 20 months. I kind of am thinking that we maybe want to get another university or upgrade our university a little bit more. Just get a little bit more research. Intelligentsia. I mean, the intelligentsia loves us, and that's nice. Investment pool for the capitalists. How many capitalists are actually in Portugal now? Because before, when we started, we had literally 0. They are currently at 138,600. So they actually have almost caught up to the aristocrats. And right now, our government and our laws are very aristocrat favored. I mean, we're still agrarianist, which I mean the landowners like. And again, I want the landowners not to completely despise me, so maybe we won't be able to do too much about this. Okay, congratulations to women. You have some rights in Portugal. Now, what do the landowners want? Social Security. They oppose the poor laws. They're negative 12. What I want is at least I need like a 10-point swing so we can get a little bit more tax off of them. What about no migration control? The industrialists support it. Everyone else says no to this. Agrarianism, laissez-faire, industrialists. Again, I know the landowners will despise it. The rural folks will also not be happy with it. The industrialists will love it. Because right now we are 25% for the aristocrats. We could go down back to interventionalists. But the landowners also hate that as well. But you know what? The agrarian, it's terrible. Because right now, the capitalists do not invest in the economy at all. That's not good for us. So we should probably, because you're actually a 50% capitalist investment pool contribution. And you also allow me to invest in industry and mines and oil and whaling and all this other cool stuff. Meanwhile, the agrarianism is just, hey, do you like plants? What about sheep? How do you feel about sheep? Fuck sheep, fuck grass. We want more bullets and we want more coal. We need to go to laissez-faire. I don't think... Can subsidize building. We get less loan interest. Subsidize infrastructure and trade centers. So we can't subsidize every single building. Are we even subsidizing anything right now? We're not. So it should be fine. So the landowners, I'm assuming they're angry, right? -20 seems pretty bad. But I mean, the industrials now love us. That is a 20% capital investment pool contribution. So they are now adding money into the investment pool. Or at least they should be. Well, they're not right now. But, like... Well, I mean, I guess they put money into the investment pool, which then gets used to fund, you know, infrastructure and stuff like that. You want me to become their protector? Absolutely not. Spain? I mean, I know you have a bigger military than me, but don't be ridiculous here. By the way, but as you are threatening my independence, does anybody want, like, an alliance? Transvaal and Senegal would say yes. If I owed you an obligation, what about, like, a defensive pact? Transvaal, we got a few more takers here. We're really nothing too crazy. France? They're negative. You know what, France? I will give you an obligation. Okay, so France has now agreed to defend my independence, which is good. I think having at least one ally anywhere is good for us. Maybe I'm mistaken on that. I don't know. But having friends is good. Not that I would know. But I've heard the stories. Also, the rural folk hate us as well. So that's going to be another negative 10% technology spread. We got a lot of problems kind of everywhere right now. Also, neutrality here. I don't care about what the United States is doing in this area. That's not my prerogative. So, hey, look, we've actually colonized 2 provinces. It's now going to be fucking 4,000. How long is 4,300 days? Like 15 years to get one more province? Go to our journal. We have a few more options here, which is nice. Steam engine, munitions industry, all that cool stuff. When can we do great hunger shift to the air mode? Isn't one of these for the rush for Africa? Maybe it's Portugal. But we're down to 19th place. Dutchies, Indies, Bavaria, Brazil. I mean, at some point, some of you guys are going to be annexed into other powers. Right? Like, Bavaria should be eventually incorporated into Germany. 2 Sicilies will form Italy and all that cool stuff. I mean, actually, Sardinia Piedmont somehow below us. I'm not too sure why Sardinia Piedmont does so poorly in Victoria 3. I mean, they're the historical unifier of Italy, but yet they just kind of perform poorly. Also, we're now 120,000 pounds in debt. And we don't have enough explosives to actually make the ammunition now we needed. Okay, that's cool as well. Happy to see it. So now we need explosives. And we still don't have enough ammunition, which is awesome. So let's go to not assets. I mean, we're only paying a 16% interest rate now. So I mean, that's better than where we started. So the munition plants. Right now you're doing percussion caps. You need 20 explosives. We literally don't have that. So we could build an explosives factory, which is from munition plant. No, it's made in chemical plants. So we could make a chemical plant. And I think I will do so in Lisbon for right now. Recent investment in Leto. Ports a livestock rancher brought into question who should get the credit for the boost in the investment. I don't want to give them... I guess we'll give it to the rural folk. I mean, they also hate me. But they hate me less, which I'm going to take that as a win. I mean, you're really only used by the ammunition plants. You need 0.15, which is not a ton. So as long as we can build this factory, and it'll be done... Does it actually tell me when it's going to be done? Okay, in 20 weeks. It doesn't actually give me an actual date. It just says 20 weeks. Negative 10%. The Queen's will be done. 20%. Armed forces, landowners, the intelligent. Everybody kind of hates this. But I want laissez-faire. Because agrarianism is not good for my economy. We also now don't have enough engines as well. We actually need too many railroads. Well, we could build more trains. It's always an option for us. I mean, we have a motor industry in the country. Use 40 more. Where even is this? We have one of them in Beria. Or not Beria, in our capital. So let's build one there, because trains, we just don't have enough trains. Because we have too many railroads. You know, cancel a handful of these railroads, because I mean, well, we have enough inputs for transportation, so you know, let's just finish this up now. As long as we have enough transportation, that's kind of our... They're pretty good. We want census suffrage. Look, maybe at one point we can expand voting rights in Portugal. Right now, I got some very pressing concerns. Maybe 1.13. I mean, our numbers for loyalists and radicals have been pretty consistent so far. Could be done 16 weeks. Could be done 7 weeks. Get a chemical plant. I don't know. What do you need? You need iron and sulfur. But of course, iron is also expensive. We're getting 10 off Portugal, but honestly, it's not... Or we're getting 10 off Spain. But honestly, it's not a great deal for us. Okay, so we should have an iron mine in Portugal. I mean, it's actually worth quite a bit. You know what? Build it into the islands. Why not? $169% average... But you don't produce as much revenue. And honestly, I'm really not sure why. Maybe people in the islands are just paid less. Which I don't think that's actually a thing in this game. United States is going to war with someone else. No, I literally don't care even remotely about this. So you've got high tension with some of these countries down here in Africa. But I'm not super concerned about it. Custom Union, Damage Relation, Defensive Pact. Like, what about the British? Would you be willing to... No, Britain absolutely says absolutely not. What about a rivalry? We could rival somebody, just for the fun of it. Because this would generate... No, it generates influence, which is not really actually what we're looking for right now. It's like how they would accept becoming our rivals. I'm going to assume... No, that's to join theirs. What if we... Is there anybody that would invite to our custom union? Main base reluctance. Ideological differences. I mean, you're actually... Johor's pretty close. 137th. GDP 870,000 pounds. I know you're somewhere here. Johor, what do you actually have in the country? Coffee plantation, peasants. Not really. You got some logging camps. I mean, if you're to owe them an obligation, they would say yes, but I don't know if that makes good sense for us. Like, what do you guys have in your country? Fucking, you have one livestock ranch. I saw the Yucca will join us as well. Logging camps, plantations. So again, even then, like, nothing super good. Does anybody have, was there any raw goods that are very expensive? Engine explosives, obviously, because we don't have enough of those. Men at war, I'm guessing these are for our shipyards. Actually, for our naval bases. Oh, yeah, because these are our military stuff. I mean, tobacco and coffee is expensive. I mean, it's like, again, they have coffee. They could make coffee plantations, but they just kind of choose not to. which is a little sad. We have 2 iron mines on their way. If we could pass laissez-faire, we could use this investment pool for our own good. But yet I don't see that happening. Okay, so we've got our chemical plants. 7% staffs because now you need iron. Because fucking, of course you do. But we're good. But you also need iron. We also need men of war as well. Who can we get those from? Probably. Actually, apparently like Persia, Vietnam. Yeah, you know what? Sure, let's trade that with the Persians. Not who I was originally planning on trading with, but you know what? Trade routes, livestock ranches. Because we're exporting you to Spain, which is actually causing the price of our own country to go up. I mean, we're still protecting our domestic supply. So I'm assuming this is still kind of okay. Your men of war, which are not cheap. 50% enactment chance. 5% more support for the industrialists. Yeah, give me a 50% enactment chance here. 35% is not too bad. Okay, so one of our railroads is done. And again, your problem, engines, is that you like what good are you missing? Not currently active. Production method. Can I click on this? Yeah, used by not used by you. I want to look at the actual building. But I guess first things first. Throw this at the top of the list. But our motor industry, what do they actually need? They need steel, coal, and tools. But I guess right now, because they're at 40, they can't make more than 40 trains. Which does kind of suck for us. Factual, military production. Anything in here that would be good for us? Mechanized workshop, nitroglycerin. Probably would be good. I'm sure that's going to need explosives. But we'll get there eventually. However, I think that at least for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you enjoyed, remember thumbs up. If you not enjoy, you can always thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.